don't forget to stick around to the end of the video to see who wins this Smartrow SC92 thermometer. Good morning. Welcome back to the farm today. We've got a bean head to work on. We've got Draper belts, some other pieces, and I got a whole lot of little parts over here on the bench. Some bearings and ramps and covers and all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna work on that today. I don't know when exactly we're gonna start combining beans, but it could be by the end of the week. Those beans across the road are turning rapidly. They're getting awfully close. If we get some nice days, it could happen. So we got to be ready to go. Okay, Dad's working out here cleaning up some of his boards. We got to change bearings in this roller, so I got to get this out. Figuring that out. Okay, I got that roller out. This is the front one for the center feed belt, and we've got to put new bearings in it right here on the end. They're not bad, but I don't want to take it apart to replace them later. So while you're changing belts, you change bearings. So we got to get those out. There's a snap ring somewhere. I got to clean that up and get the snap ring out. Ooh, might need the big snap ring pliers. Okay, now that bearing slides out of there somehow. Slide hammer. That was the trick. I wouldn't say it worked well, but it worked. And we got some more cleaning to do. That thread is this thing, which I tried to stick in and hammer it out. Did not work very well. So I got both bearings out. They're not really that rough or loose or that bad a shape. But it's one of those things that when you've got it apart, you just replace the bearings, because better to do it now than have something go out in season and then you got to tear all this stuff back apart. And in order to get this out, you have to take at least one of the side Draper belts out. So bearings are cheap. Okay, well, I used that block of wood to pound in them new bearings, and they went in pretty easy. So let's take this back out and get it reinstalled. All right. Got our front roller in, new bearings. This piece here is all for the tensioning system, that bolt and the spring, and I've got it loosened up and all the way in, so I think we're ready to wrap the new belt on there. So here's my new belt. There's the old one. This is not a John Deere belt. It is not the same. It is the same, but it's not. It's a little bit different material, same dimensions and everything. I don't believe that there is a front and back or in and out, or there's a certain direction it's got to go on. It's symmetrical. We got guide lugs on both sides, so we're gonna try and get this in there. It's you can see it's a little bit textured material compared to this one, so but it's supposed to be pretty good, and it was cheaper by quite a bit. I think for the 3 belts, Deere wanted $4,600, and I bought these for $2,500 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, big difference in cost. And they even sent me new strips, clips, whatever you want to call these, and hardware. These are the old ones, and they're not in terrible shape. I think there is some wear on them. They are a little bit bent. I was thinking about replacing these until I looked up the price from Deere, and they wanted over $150 for those. Like, sorry, no. But this comes with it. So, yeah, good thing. We're gonna, install it. I got it wrapped around there, so I just got to bolt her together. Okay, well, I got the ends secured, and I got this ready to go. You kind of got to put a nut on these and pull these bolts in because they were too tight with this little serrated section on there. I couldn't just pull them in or pound them in or push them in, and so I had to use a nut and squeeze them. Now we're going to get this in and get all the bolts through the one side, get them lined up. Yep, going to require 2 hands. Like that. And now we get this other one. And you'll notice that the holes on one side are flush and the other side they're kind of pushed in or whatever. So I kind of been making sure that that side that's kind of chamfered there is out, because the nuts that we're using kind of match that, so it'll fit in there and squeeze it nice and tight. So we'll get this one lined up and get the nuts started, and then we can tighten everything up. There, actually that went pretty easy. Gotta squeeze it a little bit to get enough threads to get a nut started. Okay, it's on and it's tight. The bolts are tight. Now we got to tighten the belt up, and it is quite loose, but we've got quite a lot of travel here. This front one pushes forward, so I think we'll get it tight and it should be good. That bolt is right there. The book says that that bolt is supposed to be flush with the hole, so we got a ways to go. There. I'm gonna go a little bit yet, but that's a lot better. Okay, so now that that center draper belt is done, we can start working on these side draper belts. We've got to replace bearings in these rollers, same as that other one. They're the same bearing, everything's the same, it's just this roller's a little bit shorter. So I've got it loose and out so we can take that up to the shop. However, Dad is hooking up to that blue nurse tank that I was using to haul fertilizer out to our irrigation stuff this summer. And we are going to take it down to Berkey, to our farm down there. I have not been there in a couple of weeks. Dad said he hasn't been there in a couple of months. So we're going to make a trip down there and take a look at things, and we'll come back and keep working on this here this afternoon. But I haven't been down there. I know it's been super dry, and I want to see what the crops look like and see where we're at with everything down there. So we're going to make that trip. He's still green, just on this corner. You get out in here, she is dead. This is 100-day corn that was planted the first week of May, so, but it's been so dry here, this corn just died. Oh, we're gonna take some ears back, sample them, see how dry it is. Well, nothing too impressive here. Little kernels, small ears. This spot at least ain't gonna be too good. This corn is black layered. It is finished. I'm gonna pull some ears, like I said, take them back and take a moisture sample. See what we come up with. The beans are turning, but they're fuller season beans down here than others at home, so gonna be a little while yet. We got a couple weeks anyway, 3 weeks probably. Getting our tank stuck back in the corner here. Take a quick look at our beans. They're definitely turning. They actually look pretty good for as dry as it's been. We've got pods, not loaded pods, but they're thick, they're full pods. A lot of like this one here where it was 3 and it aborted one out, so that's gonna hurt. Overall, they don't look too bad. Okay, we're in a different field here now. This is 106-day corn. It looks substantially better, although we've got some stand issues, some big thin spots, but definitely greener, definitely got nicer ears. Ears are still upright. This corn's not dead, so that's better. Look at that, field of beans combined. First ones I've seen. All right, we're back at Waldron here, and my mechanic has decided to start taking apart my tractor here. I hope I have good pictures to know how it goes back together, but some of this stuff was for the cultivators and some wires, which are all going to get replaced anyway. But yeah, he's working on it for me. Oh, jeez. All right, we got to keep working on the bean head, though. I ain't got time for this right now. Okay, well, this is essentially the same as that other one, but it's got this narrowed down part that does not have a hole that goes all the way through it, so they got to be pulled out instead of pounded out from the back side completely, which they came, but it took a little bit. So we'll get the new ones put in, snap rings back in, and go get that back reinstalled. Okay, we've got the bearings in this one and the idler on that side, doing the ones on the front of the drive shafts here. And then we'll be ready for belts. Look, Dad pulled their pump out of the river. Got her home. Good deal. Okay, here are the new belts. They are the right parts and everything. I think we want to put the center one on first. Reason being is that center idler doesn't move a lot, but this one does, and so does this one. And so I think it'll be easier to get this one on after that one's on than vice versa. So we're gonna do it that way. Yeah, shouldn't be too difficult here. And I know I should set my GoPro up so you guys can watch this, but I'm not going to because I don't have time and I'm lazy. So I'll show it to you when we're done. Got one in. They're really not too bad to do. You just kind of gotta lift this up and slide it on there, and then lift that up and slide it in. The tricky part is getting that groove lined up in the back with the groove in the belt there and the one on the rollers. So once you get that in, then it's pretty much in place. Nothing you can do. Check it out. Cutter bars all back together. Draper belts are on. I just need to finish snugging them up, tightening. That's awesome. That was not too bad of a job. Okay, so this bolt right here is the tensioner, so we're just going to tighten that up a little bit. There's a gauge. There's a gauge right around here. Oh, a little too tight. That's not too bad. Right on the edge of the L. They're going to stretch a little bit when they're new, so that's probably where we're going to leave it. We'll check the other side, but we're done with that part. So now that we got that Draper belts done and the header or the cutter bar put back together, I bought something aftermarket add-on here. We've got our shark fin, and this mounts right here in the center. In fact, I've already got holes marked. And what it is designed to do is sometimes when we're harvesting, we'll get into situations where you're only combining on one side of the head and nothing's coming in on the other side. And what happens is these Draper belts are bringing that material through the center, and they throwing it so fast it overshoots the center belt and goes right underneath the opposite belt. And so this little shark fin here is designed to hit that and then go into the combine instead of going across and getting drug underneath. So I have had issues with that. I've seen this product before. It sounds like it works for what I needed it to, and since I was ordering stuff from the company that sells them anyway, I thought I'd buy one. So we got to install that. Looks pretty simple. We just got to drill 2 holes right there and then bolt it on. I believe that's what they call shark mode activated. Got the teeth up front, the fin on the top. Okay, one more thing we need to do to the bean head. I don't know if I told you about these or not before, but remember these little clips that hold the reel in place that are super sloppy? And I took one off here so I could get new ones. I have new ones. I have all new ones, so they all need replaced. It's just gonna take a while, but I'm gonna let the reel down and maybe the head down a little bit so it's a little bit easier to work on. And then we're going to do that. So they've changed the style on these a little bit. There was this kind of strap. Pull the bolt out. And there was a strap on them. And then there's 2 halves here. That's kind of locked in around it. If I can get them off. Yeah, so those 2 halves. And the new ones are now a clamp style. You just put it around. And if I can get it to close, maybe. Dang it, I did the first one and it went fine. Try and hold a phone, it makes it different. There. Get it closed around it, and then you got to get it in that slot. harder than it looks. There. And then they slide in. Put the bolt back in. Grab a nut. And put that on top. And tighten it up. It does go faster when I don't have to hold a phone. But there is a lot of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 6 is 60 of them. Done. All of them. And they're so much tighter. Like, if you guys go back to my harvest videos from last fall when we were combining beans, you will see me complaining that I had trouble with them wrapping, beans wrapping on the reel. They always started at one of these spiders here in the center. I am now more convinced than ever that it was because those were loose. They were pinching beans and grabbing them and causing all my wrapping issues. I could be proved wrong when we start harvest and I still have those issues, but I think it's going to be a lot better this year. So I think with that, the bean head is done. We're ready to go. I've got a couple of things to do to the combine yet, but it's probably pushing 6 o'clock, so I'm going to be done here working on this for tonight. All right, guys. We're getting closer. I was talking to Dad. He thinks maybe by Wednesday we'll be combining beans, so that's like not tomorrow, but the next day. So that's coming fast. So tomorrow's plan is to hopefully get the rest of this stuff going on the combine. We got a couple of belts to change that I noticed were going bad during wheat harvest, so I want to change them ahead of time. I've got a couple of light bulbs to change, or trace some wires and see why a couple of lights aren't working. And I think that's it on the combine then. So it shouldn't really take us too long. Hopefully we can do it in the morning. We also need to treat some wheat. We've got 3 wagon loads of wheat there that need to be treated, or at least partials of them. Get started on that. So that's my plan for tomorrow. And we'll see how far we get and what else is going on. If we get a chance, we'll go pick up some irrigation pipe. If we get a chance, we can deliver some wheat. So we got things to do, but yeah, going well. Glad to get this bean head done today. That was a big thing. We'll probably try and get that unhooked and out of here so we got more room to work on other stuff too. So anyway, have a great night. Hit that like and subscribe buttons for me if you would, please. And if you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. Oh, no, we can't end this yet. Holy cow, I almost forgot. Oh, my face is dirty. We got to do a drawing tonight. I'm going to do that from home. I'll finish this later. So here's our Smartrow thermometer that they sent me. I do like it. It's accurate. It's nice. It's got a nice display. Outdoor sensor. It was out in the rain. It still works. So it's waterproof. That's good. So here's the one we're going to give away. So I fully intended to just count the number of entries and punch a number into a random number generator website thing. My wife didn't like that idea. So she's currently writing down all of your names and entries so that we have slips of paper. So the boys can draw one. It'll be a minute.
So much more fun.
Yeah. Okay, here is the bowl with everybody's name in it. Everybody who entered has their name in the bowl.
189 people.
189. And I had more comments than that on the 2 videos, but a lot of people just commented and didn't really tell me that they wanted in, and we eliminated any duplicates that commented on both videos. So, who wants to pick one?
Me.
Okay, both of you. Who's going to be the winner?
Me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got to mix them up really good, okay? Put them back in there. Put them back in there. Mix them up. Mix them up. Let's let Brayson pull one first. Brayson's winner is going to be first choice. If that person doesn't respond within however much time I give them, haven't decided yet, then Ryland's will be the winner. Okay, Brayson, pick one. Okay, oh, just one. Is that, you got 2. Pick one.
Okay.
That one. Okay, Ryland, you pick one.
I got this one.
Yep. Give it to Mommy.
Okay, let's see. Yay, Steve Allen.
You put it on your arm.
There you go. Steve Allen. I will leave a comment under your comment, and let's see. It's Monday night, but you won't see this until Tuesday morning, so I'll give you until Friday.
And you put them on
Friday
your arm.
to contact me. Give me your address. No, they're not for on your arms. Give me your address so that I can mail this thing to you. And this was, again, for our Smartrow thermometer Congratulations, Steve. Hope you enjoy it.
Hey, why you fall down?
I'm sorry. Okay, Steve, congratulations. Like I said, you got until Friday. It would be the 18th of September to get a hold of me. And we have now probably 10 backup winners if you don't claim it. So they're just going to pick them all out of the bowl, I think. But anyway, have a great night, everybody. Congratulations. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We'll have another video.